Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. My name is AS and welcome to my YouTube channel. As the likely result of the successful HBO television show with Bella Ramsey and Pedro Pascal, Naughty Dog has decided to release a remastered version of the controversial The Last of Us Part 2. A more likely situation came as a result of this announcement, with many people praising the return of Naughty Dog's current flagship franchise, while sadly, many other people condemn its release and continue to treat the company in the same way that they would treat an ex-girlfriend if she stopped by their house and kicked their puppies. On the one hand, I do not believe that it was needed to be made. Not only did the original release came out less than 5 years ago, but a patch for the PlayStation 4 of The Last of Us Part 2 was already released that unlocked a 60 frames per second frame rate. On the other hand, I would accept the remastered game as long as A, I did not have to pay anything or too much to upgrade my current version, and B, meaningful additions were included in the latest paid update. Thankfully, The Last of Us Part 2 Remastered abides by my requirements. In addition to its own standalone release, it is available as an upgrade for the cost of $10, and it adds 4 interesting features. In this video, we'll discuss these 4 aspects and conclude by answering the following question. Should you play this remastered version if you played the original The Last of Us Part 2? This video is not a formal review. If you would like my full thoughts on The Last of Us Part 2, I will link a massive video in the description that includes the aforementioned review and much, much more. Without further ado, let's talk about The Last of Us Part 2 Remastered and its 4 primary enhancements. Number 1. Free Guitar Mode. One of the most surprising aspects of The Last of Us Part 2 happened early in the game where Joel picked up a guitar and allowed the player to briefly strum a set number of chords. You could not play any chord that you wanted, but it was refreshing and a genuine pleasure to experience. As you play through the heart-wrenching narrative, you will have other moments when you can either play the guitar in key plot points or practice at your leisure. The free guitar mode is identical to the opportunities of practicing the guitar, but it includes a couple of modifications. First, you can choose between 3 different characters: Ellie, Joel, or the man behind the title's music, Gustavo Santaolalla. Secondly, you can unlock other instruments that are accompanied by the same chords, yet different sound effects. The free guitar mode is a cool addition, but I wish that it was more fleshed out. Why can you not change the scenery? Why can you not include custom settings that only include specific chord setups? Where is the opportunity to learn the chords for actual songs? How cool would it be to press a button and then see exactly what chords you need to play to re-experience the Take On Me song that was sung by Ellie to Dina? I know that these requests may be personal, but it could have further fleshed out a mode that was essentially plucked from the campaign and is only improved through cosmetic means. Number 2. The Lost Levels. The biggest part of the game's announcement, in my opinion, was the incorporation of 3 lost levels. I did not expect them to add major hidden plot points or amazing gameplay-based set pieces. At the same time, I expected semi-playable levels that allow me to further explore certain sections of the game. The 3 lost levels of The Last of Us Part 2 are a mixed bag for me. The Jackson stage is very wholesome and would have been a cool prelude to the dancing scene at the bar. The sewer level justifies its omission from the main game due to its lengthy crawling sections. The final level provides an additional example of Ellie's mental condition by the end of the game, but the current version is, as far as I'm concerned, more effective than this cut level. Unfortunately, your intrigue in these levels slowly diminishes when you realize that the quality of the level is hindered due to its pre-alpha status. They have moments of commentary by the game's developers, but nothing is lost from the story if you skip these absent stages. Number 3. No Return Mode. Despite the overwhelming desire for a sequel to The Last of Us's multiplayer-based Factions mode, Naughty Dog took a step in a different direction with the introduction of No Return Mode. A roguelike experience that is filled with unlockables, challenges, and a nice variety of stages, battle scenarios, and boss battles. You start to run without any upgrades. As you beat different scenarios such as Assault or Hunted, you are rewarded with resources that allow you to use the workbench, consume supplements for personal enhancements, and use a gun storage to purchase weapons, recipes, and pieces of equipment. The levels in each run become harder and harder with the inclusion of mods such as faster enemy movement, and enemies who drop lit bombs that could kill you if you are not too careful. Your run will culminate in a boss battle, and upon its completion, you will further unlock extra challenges and possible skins for the playable characters like Abby, Dina, Joel, and Manny, among others. The Last of Us's No Return mode does a nice job of increasing the game's replayability factor while gradually scaling up its difficulty between individual levels and through a manually difficulty setting change. Playing the No Return mode on very light and then jumping to Grounded mode is like playing Super Mario World's earlier levels and then hopping on Devil May Cry 5's Dante Must Die mode. Whether you want a calm experience or you are someone who wants to challenge their third-person shooting skills, No Return mode will give you everything you need and then some. Number 4. Director's Commentary. The last main addition to the remastered version of The Last of Us Part 2 is a toggled option that allows you to hear from various people who worked in the game while you watch the title's beautiful cutscenes. Neil Druckmann, Haley Gross, Troy Baker, Ashley Johnson, Laura Bailey, and Shannon Woodward provide their 2 cents of what happens in each cutscene, and oftentimes some details that I completely miss in my 10 or so playthroughs of the original The Last of Us Part 2. I will not go into spoilers, but I'll give you an example of a contextual cue that I did not notice until my recent playthrough. In The Last of Us Part 1, there's a time skip that is preceded by Joel waking up to a knock on the door. In The Last of Us Part 2, there is also a time skip, and this time, Ellie wakes up to a knock on the door. It was such a small piece of information, but one that further cemented Naughty Dog as a company that truly pays attention to detail. You must beat the game once before unlocking the director's commentary, but I highly recommend that you play through Ellie's and Abby's story once with enabled director's commentary. You never know, it could change your entire perspective on The Last of Us Part 2. Overall, The Last of Us Part 2 Remastered is the best way to enjoy the sequel to Joel's and Ellie's adventure. It maintains the emotionally draining narrative, the rock-solid gameplay mechanics, and the breathtaking visuals and audio design, all the while adding 4 new features with a varying degree of quality. The free guitar mode is enjoyable yet underdeveloped. The Lost levels showcase cool concepts, but they are presented in their pre-alpha stage. No Return mode is definitely a welcome inclusion, and could blossom into an acceptable replacement for The Last of Us Part 1's Factions mode. Lastly, the director's commentary adds meaningful context to the choices behind various scenes and plot-based choices. If you never played The Last of Us Part 2, the remastered version is worth a purchase. If you already played The Last of Us Part 2 on the PlayStation 4, your interest in the aforementioned 4 features will either encourage you to pick it up or stay put with the PlayStation 4 version of the game. Well folks, that's the end of the video. Thank you very much for checking it out. If you picked up The Last of Us Part 2 Remastered, are you enjoying it? If you did not pick it up, why did you not pick it up? Please let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Till next time, have a great day or evening wherever you are. My name is AS, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.